Hi. My name is Sarah Paulina Ivona Filippa Hafsa Getrodota. But people usually just call me Sipora because that's easier. And I'm actually not an Israelite. I'm a Midianite, which means that I belong to a different people. But I believe that God accepts everybody as a part of his people. So I kind of feel like a part of these people too, which is very nice. And as well, I am married to a man you might know. His name is Moses. Do you know him? There you go. So I kind of feel like the Israelites is a part of my people as well. And do you want to know who I am? I am exactly who God created me to be. You know? And so are you, I think. But no, I'm a Midianite. And we Midianites, we live in the desert. So we travel around, we are nomads, that's what it's called. So we travel around to where we stop with our tents where we can find food and water. We have our animals there, we camp there for a while, and when the place dry up, we move on. So then we go to a new place and find another place where they have food and water, and then we stay there for a while. And it was not too long ago, it's actually quite a while ago. It's some years ago. We were staying close to the holy mountain. Some people call it Sinai. In our tradition, we call it the holy mountain. And nobody goes near the holy mountain because God is on the holy mountain. So nobody goes near it because we have respect for our God. But then we were camping there, and I remember so well the day Moses came along. I mean, he'd been running away from Egypt. He'd been strolling around the desert for like weeks, and by the time he came to us, he barely looked alike. I mean, he was almost half dead by the time he came. But, you know, I didn't believe in this God that Moses said that he had met at first. But now it's all different, you know, because I was there in Egypt. When the Israelites left Egypt, I was going with Moses. But after that, I had to go home to take care of my dad and my two sons. So since then, I haven't heard anything of what they've done. But I hope I'm soon going to see them, because I came back yesterday. And I'm super excited to hear about it. You know, so I really hope that I can get a chance to talk to them. Do you think Moses is around maybe? Have you seen him? Yes? No? I guess I just had to stand here and wait then. Huh? Are you saying something? Woo! Hey, Moses!
Sephora, the love of my life. Good to see you.
So good to see you too.
Have you heard it yet?
Heard what? I mean, there's so much I haven't heard it. I'm so excited to hear about all the things that you experienced.
Well, last night, before you came, I spoke to God, just like I do every day. And this time, he told me that he will speak to us. As in, he told me to gather all the people, bring them to the foot of Mount Sinai, and then he will speak to them. And you know the best part? It's happening today.
Is it?
Yes.
But you mean, is it like the God of the holy mountain?
Yes, our God,
Is it?
the great I Am, will speak his law for all his people to hear.
But that's amazing.
Yes. Oh, let me check. It will actually start in 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Yes. So I'll rush off. See you at Mount Sinai.
See?
I'm so happy.
That's so exciting. I mean, can you imagine? Like God. I mean, the Exodus God. I mean, the God we saw in Egypt. the God of the holy mountain, the great I am, is going to speak to us today. I mean, it's like, if God speaks to us, it must be that we are some kind of agents, between the natural and the supernatural. We must be some agents from the supernatural, for the supernatural. That's kind of cool. And all of us get a chance to hear it. Like, all of us. I'm just so excited about this. Can you imagine? I mean, it's kind of cool, I think, that God will use us, like just normal people, as his tools to do his things. That we as I said, God is like the supernatural, the great I am. And then I'm just like a normal person, or like all of the Israelites as well are just normal people. And we are going to hear God speak. That must mean something special. But you have to come closer. Moses said we had to be as close to the mountain as possible. So we'll stand here. And I think, what do you think God is going to tell us?
I don't know. Maybe something about miracles?
Or even maybe how to win in a fight.
Oh, that would be good.
Well, I kind of hope he tells us how to turn manna into chocolate, because it's my favorite.
I would love that. Okay.
Dear Israelites, I am your God. These are my recommendations for your lives. I am your only God. Don't have any other gods. Don't worship idols like football heroes, superstars, movie stars, or anything man-made, like your phone, your nice piece of art, and so on. Don't misuse the name of God. Don't curse or use God's name just to be cool or be funny. Remember to keep the Sabbath holy, as in, let's have a day of celebration and rest, you and me. Respect your parents, your step-parents, and your grandparents. Don't murder. Don't cheat on anyone or anything. Don't steal. Don't lie or gossip about other people. Don't be jealous or envious of what other people have, be it a dog or a cute little brother, a handsome boyfriend or a sexy girlfriend, an iPhone or the newest Xbox, or perfect fashion and makeup, great football skills or any other skills. Rather, rejoice in what you do have. If you live by this, you will surely prosper, and I will bless you.
Wow. That was amazing. Don't you think that was amazing? I mean, we just heard God speak. That's kind of cool. But it's a little scary as well, I think. And one thing I think that this can mean, or must mean, is that a lot of these Israelites, they think that God is very demanding. That he's like, say you do this or you don't do this and don't do that and don't do this and don't do that. And he's like, it's only about what we can't do, and it's so limiting. It's all about the restrictions, some people say. But to be honest, I think they misunderstood the whole thing. Because God only wants the very best for us. That's it. And God is not limited at all. Because I think if we do some of these things, if we steal, if we gossip, if we cheat, or if we are only jealous of everybody else, we kind of ruin our own friendships. Because I think that's what it's all about. It's about that we can have friends and we can be friends. And God gives us these recommendations so that we can have the absolute best friendships ever. And we can have God as our best friend too. That's what I think some of this is about. And that's kind of one part of it. I think another part of it is, because he said something about that we shouldn't worship other gods, we shouldn't have idols, we shouldn't curse, and we should keep the Sabbath. As in, it's about God, like how I can have a good relationship with God. Because if I worship other gods and if I curse, there's no freedom in that. There's no love in that. Then if I rather spend time on my phone and watching TV, then I'm kind of stuck with that. I'm not free anymore then. I'm bound up to other things which might not be as good for me. And I think that's maybe that's what's God trying to say. That if we try to keep what God has told us, it's not limiting. But it actually sets me free, because then I'll have the best possible relationship with God, or friendship with God, and the absolute best friendship with other people as well. And that's all I want. Then my life is going to be happy all the time, because that's what is best for me, and God knows what is best for me. So I want to show you this by doing a little, So I have a bottle. I just need the bottle to come in. Do you see this bottle? Yeah? And you see that inside the bottle there's a ketchup. Can you see the ketchup? Yes. Now you can see it even better. So, I can get this ketchup to do whatever I want. Okay? So I say, Mr. Ketchup, go down. Mr. Ketchup, go up. And then now I want Mr. Ketchup to go just halfway down, super slow. Let me see if I can work it out. Mr. Ketchup, go down slow to about here. Yeah, Mr. Ketchup, go all the way down. And Mr. Ketchup, now you can go up again. And now I need a volunteer. So I will pick. Who will I pick today? Is Dejan in here? Dejan Stojkovic, is he here? Can you come? So Dejan, he's like the second leader of this Camporee. It's Peter and then it's Dejan. So he's number 2. So then you can come here. And then I want you to talk to Mr. Ketchup and try to get him to go down. To go down. You need my microphone? No.
Can you please go down?
You have to talk to Mr. Ketchup. No, just say, Mr. Ketchup, go down, and see what happens. Because otherwise, you're just messing with it.
Mr. Ketchup, let's have a conversation. It is Sabbath. And I know you don't want to work on Sabbath, but it's only from here to here. Let's go. Chop, chop. It's not working, Melissa.
Okay, let me try. Let me help you out then.
You have a go.
Mr. Ketchup, please, can you not go down?
Let me try.
Maybe you can try to get him up then. I think that's a little easier.
Let me try to use Serbian. It's a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe that's gonna work.
Dragi ketchupu. Sad počinješ da me nerviraš. Ajde da se popneš gore. Ili ću zovem nekog drugara. The next is Polish, just to let you know. No.
Okay, I think you need some help again.
I do need help, Melissa.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Mr. Ketchup, can you please go up? Help so that Dejan can... there you go. Well,
Can I just check, is this Norwegian ketchup?
no.
Who
So
produced
good.
the ketchup, Melissa?
It's produced in the UK.
Is it UK? It's not UK. They will listen to my voice.
Thank you so much, Dejan.
Oh, sorry guys, I failed.
So the thing is, even the ketchup knew who of me and Dejan to listen to. Isn't that quite cool? And the thing is, you know, because the ketchup would listen to the one of us that knew the best how this worked. Yeah? And it's kind of the same. Because like when it comes to life and the choices we have to make and how we live our life, in which God we choose to worship, what we choose to do, which values we choose to live by, why don't we ask the one that knows the best? And who do you think knows the best about this life stuff? Sorry? God, exactly. So why don't we ask God how to live our life in the best way? Why don't we listen to God? Because He's the one that knows the best how to do this life thing. You know? And the 10 Commandments, that's kind of how it works. It's just God trying to tell us how to live our life in the best way possible. Because the best way is to listen to God. But to be able to listen to God, we kind of need to know Him a little bit. So then we look to the law. That's what they call it. The 10 Commandments, they call the law. You know? How to have good relationship with God and good relationship with other people. That they call the law. And then, in the law, that's where we find out who God is. Because God reveals His character through what He has said there. Do you know how? Because in the middle of the law, there you also find there's one commandment talking about the Sabbath. Did you know that? Did you hear that God talked about the Sabbath? Yes. Which day is it today? Sorry, I didn't hear you. Oh, really? That's cool. You know, because when God gave us the Sabbath, He gave us a chance to have some time with Him. He gave us a time that we could spend to get to know Him, so that we can have fun and we can, you know, do whatever best friends do. And that way, we can get to know who God really is. And then it's going to be so much easier to listen to God. And God, He really has the best plan for our lives. Because He only wants the very best for like all of us.